I remember Battlestar in the 70s. Dirk Benedict, you know. Really? It's still going on? This is a few episodes. I hope they don't, you know.
Still have.
Yes. And I read this character, and it was just had such a nobility to him, you know. He was such a just a good guy trying to like make sense of nonsense in his life, you know, the nonsense of losing your wife and daughter, your connection to the world, really. And I remember going in, and a friend of mine was helping me with the lines, my music buddy, and you know, to this day he was, I got you that part, dude. Okay. You know the guys, right? Right. And I went in, and I remember I saw this other actor whose work I enjoy, and
Who was it?
I can't. But it was another actor who looked just like Edward James Olmos, and I'm like, okay, well that's, you know, why did I even bother?
What's his name?
I don't know if that would be fair.
It was Eddie, actually.
It was Eddie. Drag. No.
Was it Danny Trio?
No. He kind of had similar qualities, high cheekbones, you know, the indigenous kind of combination.
Danny Coleman.
You're almost there. I'll just give you the first initial of his name, A. Actually, that's his first name. A. Martinez. And A's been working for years, and I worked on a project with him, and he's just an adorable and a good human being. I'm like, oh, there goes that project. and I say it like that because I walked in, I go, now, do you guys want me, like, how much of Edward James Olmos do you want genetically in this character? Hey, you know, he's no slouch in the show. He's such a, you know, an indelible figure. And they said, you know what, we don't want you to feel, you know, constrained by having to imitate at least 50% of his dialogue. I was ready. I was like, whatever it takes. Hey, you know, and I knew that the fans would appreciate that, but then they said it's a spiritual quality, basically, you know, and I realized not all parents look and act like their children, you know, and vice versa. So that was liberating, and I got to tell you, it was one of those things where you feel like you were dead on, and I said, well, I'm going to go for this anyway, and I think they saw that I could portray this character, which I'm still working on, and people go, you know, isn't it such a heavy character? Well, it's not yet. I'd like this show to last for many seasons so that the gravity develops.
58.
You know what I mean? Because if you play him already at that level, where's there to go? So in a sense, this guy's the dupe of Greystone. You know, the guy who thinks he's getting all this and is actually being used. And I was just very grateful to have the job, any job in these tough times, especially a job from Peabody Award-winning writer, director, producer.